Congress responds, as we hear, many of the opposition netas have written to the parliament, the chair, the speaker on their suspension to be revoked. And while that said, the Congress now slamming this move where 141 MPs have been suspended, tearing into the government, saying democracy has been murdered. Congress says Lok Raj was murdered in the parliament. Words of the Congress party. We have a reaction from a Congress leader who says Lok Raj was murdered in the parliament. Manish Tiwari speaking.
Parliament has been totally delegitimized. This is to lay the framework of passing the most draconian laws in Parliament, which will turn this country into a police state.
All right, Piyush Mishra joining us, our correspondent, to break it down for us. Piyush, the Congress netas who are really angry and upset over this suspension, as much as they say that this is a death of democracy, you had Manish Tiwari saying that Lok Raj was murdered in the parliament today. We still believe that this could have been avoided had there been some kind of decorum, had the opposition netas decided to be a little more civil inside the parliament, then they wouldn't have invited this kind of suspension. Tell us more on the reactions that you're receiving. We have the India bloc meeting that's going to happen today, this evening. So right before that, the opposition comes together and they have one basis point to bring that unity before this meet.
Well, yes, opposition is very much united ahead of the India bloc meeting, which is also to take place at 3 p.m. And here we are also seeing as to how not only Congress party, but the leaders from different opposition political parties are coming out and speaking in one voice on the suspension of 149 members of parliament. Not only Manish Tiwari, but the leaders like Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, Mallikarjun Kharge, they are saying that all the norms of democracy have been thrown into the dustbin and the government is doing so to bulldoze the bills and pass the draconian laws. This is what the Congress party is saying. In fact, Congress is also saying that it will continue to protest till the time Prime Minister and Home Minister Amit Shah makes a statement on Parliament security breach. And this is what the opposition political parties have been demanding since beginning. Yesterday also, when we saw suspension of 78 MPs, the members of Parliament from opposition political parties, they had stormed into the well. They were protesting. They were holding placards, and today also similar sort of pictures were seen from inside the parliament, following which 49 MPs have been disqualified. So far in just one session, 149 MPs have been suspended, and the opposition is saying that it is being done to murder the democracy and not following any norm of democracy and to pass the draconian laws. These statements are coming at a time when India bloc meeting is going to take place at 3 p.m. All the leaders of India bloc are speaking in one voice against the government, and in fact it is now a rallying point on which all the opposition political parties who are part of India Alliance are taking one stand. We'll have to see how the government is going to further strategize so that smooth functioning of parliament can take place. What we are hearing right now is that Home Minister Amit Shah, Piyush Goyal, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi and Speaker Om Birla, they all are also holding a meeting at 3 p.m. Once again, the Rajya Sabha is going to resume. There also we can again see stalemate, again see the disruptions there inside the Rajya Sabha. In fact, Vice President and Rajya Sabha Chairperson Jagdeep Dhankhar has also slammed the kind of pictures those have come out from the parliament when the opposition political parties were protesting, and Kalyan Banerjee, TMC MP, was seen mimicking Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar, and Rahul Gandhi was also filming that entire sequence. On that, Jagdeep Dhankhar has said that better sense may prevail to the opposition parties. So war was continue to take place, but the Congress party is coming out and saying that the government is throwing all norms into the dustbin and doing this to pass all the draconian laws. Nabila.
Piyush, thanks very much for joining us. Clearly an unprecedented purge of parliamentarians. We saw the opposition India bloc strength in the parliament now dwindling further as more MPs were suspended for unruly behavior, disregarding directions of the chair. A total of 141 opposition MPs, a whopping number of 141, suspended from both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. 46 MPs have been suspended from the upper house, while 95 MPs suspended from the lower house, including leader of the Congress MP Manish Tiwari, Shashi Tharoor, NCP Supriya Sule, SP MP Dimple Yadav, all out, suspended for the remainder of the winter session. With this en masse suspension, Team India has lost more than half of its strength in Lok Sabha and half of its team members in the Rajya Sabha. The India bloc has now 95 MPs in the Rajya Sabha, of which 46 stand suspended out of 133 in the Lok Sabha and 95 suspended from the Rajya Sabha. As the India bloc is up in arms now over the suspension of MPs. Remember, it's the highest ever suspension in history of Indian Parliament. Both the houses witnessed this massive uproar with opposition netas outside the Parliament staging a protest right near the Gandhi statue.
माननीय सदस्यगण, श्री वी वेंथिलिंगम, श्री गुरजीत सिंह औजला, श्रीमती सुप्रिया सुले, श्री सप्तगिरी उलाका, श्री अदूर प्रकाश, श्री अब्दुल समद समदानी, श्री मनीष तिवारी, श्री प्रद्युत बारदोलोई, श्री गिरधारी यादव, श्रीमती गीता कोरा, श्री फ्रांसिस्को सारदिन्ना, श्री जगत रक्षण, श्री एसआर पार्थिवन, श्री फारूक अब्दुल्ला, श्रीमती ज्योत्सना महंत, श्री ए गणेश मूर्ति, श्रीमती माला राय, श्री पे वेलुसामी, श्री ए चल्ला कुमार, श्री शशि थरूर, श्री कार्ति चिदम्बरम, श्री सुदीप बंदोपाध्याय, श्रीमती डिम्पल यादव, श्री हसनैन मसूदी, श्री दानिश अली, श्री खलीलुर रहमान, श्री राजीव रंजन सिंह, श्री DNV सेंथिल कुमार, श्री संतोष कुमार.
All right, Danish Ali speaking exclusively to India today is Piyush. Let's have a listen.
People like members like Pratap Sima, who brought the intruders on his pass, will sit inside. But members like Danish Ali will be suspended because we are asking a question from the government. I was asking the question, why Ramesh Biduri has not been suspended even for an hour? संसद की मर्यादा भंग करी है विपक्ष के सांसदों ने. सरकार कह रही है संसद की मर्यादा तब ज्यादा भंग होती है जब रमेश बिदुड़ी टाइप सांसद जो हैं फ्लोर पर गाली देते हैं इस लोकतंत्र के मंदिर में. इट इज टेंपल ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी. दे अब्यूज दिस देयर. नो एक्शन.
Can't there be a debate and discussion instead of disruption?
Why only? You don't, nobody wants action against him. BJP doesn't want action against him. BJP doesn't want action against Pratap Sima. You take action against Mohama Moitra because she has shared the password. But you will not take action against a person who has brought the intruders on his pass. You will not take action against a member who has abused, who has used all such language. You will not take action. If we are going to ask the government, we are going to question the government on the intruders, on the security of this parliament, you will be suspended.
The government is making it very clear that the statement has already been made by Rajnath Singh ji and the entire thing comes under the purview of Lok Sabha Speaker. What do you have to say on that?
The entire security of the country, including the parliament, comes under the Home Ministry, comes under the Prime Minister. The intelligence agencies reports Home Minister or the Prime Minister, not to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. It was 13th December. It was anniversary of the terrorist attack on the Parliament day when these intruders came and came on the BJP MP Pratap Sima's pass. Why the Home Minister is shying away?
Today we are seeing as to how the entire India bloc is united. We also saw the pictures when the protest was taking place and Kalyan Banerjee was seen mimicking by Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar, on which Dhankhar sir has also come out. He said that better sense may prevail to the opposition political parties. I want to ask you, how do you see this and do you think that it was apt to do that?
I don't know what has been done. See, the thing is, whatever outside the parliament, when the opposition is not allowed to raise questions inside the parliament, so they can have a Sansad on the streets. they can conduct the parliament. If the youth parliament is being conducted everywhere. These suspended members may have been conducting the parliament, mock parliament on the gate of the parliament. They may conduct this mock parliament on the street. They may conduct this mock parliament in the panchayats. But I think Honorable Chairman of the Rajya Sabha should not take it seriously.
Thank you.
All right, as Danish Ali speaks to India today, a whole host of top guns of the opposition parties, MPs who are suspended, speaking one after the other on this record number 141 being suspended. They're calling it the Black Day of Democracy.
It's clear they want an opposition mukt Lok Sabha, and presumably they'll do something similar in the Rajya Sabha. I think at this point we have to really start, unfortunately, writing the obituaries for parliamentary democracy in India. The basic principle of parliamentary accountability has been violated by the Home Minister not coming to the House to talk about what he's been telling the media outside, and secondly to initiate a discussion, which would have been the right thing to do, neither of which has happened. Then when opposition protested that, demanding it, they were suspended. So today, in solidarity with my colleagues, I too joined the protest, and everybody literally who was present today has been suspended for the rest of the session, which means that they want to pass their bills without any discussion.
The list was read out like an attendance register, and it was said that all are suspended. All we've been asking is for a statement from the Home Minister, and our demand has been changed. But to mechanically suspend all of us, I guess that's the aim of the government, is to have an opposition-less parliament.
Parliament has been totally delegitimized. This is to lay the framework of passing the most draconian laws in Parliament, which will turn this country into a police state.
In a single word, I can say that it is nothing but an anarchy being played inside the Parliament. Anarchy being played inside the Parliament. They don't have even an iota of faith upon the parliamentary system in our country. So that is why it is nothing but an anarchy inside the parliament.
पुलिस किसके हाथ में है? वो सारी होम मिनिस्ट्री के नीचे है. तो क्या हो जाता अगर वो 5 मिनट आते और कहते जनाब ये हो गया है, हम इस पे कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं, और क्या करना है? तो प्रोटेस्ट कब तक चलता रहेगा? जब तक वहाँ एक भी रहे.
हाउस में सच की बात करने वाले, सवाल पूछने वाले आज जितने भी माननीय सदस्य हैं, उनको हाउस में सस्पेंड कर दिया गया। और मैं समझता हूं कि जो लोग हाउस में गाली दे रहे हैं, जिनकी वजह से ये हाउस में वो कनस्टर कांड हुआ, उन लोगों को सस्पेंड करने की बजाय जो लोग सच की आवाज़ उठा रहे हैं, जनता की आवाज़ उठा रहे हैं, उनको आज स्पीकर साहब ने सस्पेंड किया है। मैं समझता हूं कि देश की जो सरकार है प्रेशर के साथ अपनी बात मनवाना चाहती है। मैं समझता हूं कि ऐसे लोग नहीं मानेंगे और सारा भारत देख रहा है कि किस तरीके से गंदी राजनीति है जो आज संसद के अंदर हो रही है। सो हम इसका सब एक हैं और हम इसका डट के जवाब देंगे, डट के मुकाबला देंगे।
All right, Prime Minister Modi has responded amid all this ongoing stormy winter session. Prime Minister Modi's scathing attack on the opposition parties over their protests in Parliament. The Prime Minister alleges the opposition parties were rattled by the recent assembly election losses and were disrupting the Parliament in frustration. Hitting out at the opposition, Modi advised the BJP MPs to maintain decorum while responding to criticism directed at them by the opposition. Prime Minister has further slammed the India bloc for backing those behind the Parliament security breach. Remember, some of the India bloc members had said that the intentions were not wrong. The ones who breached the Parliament security, they somehow, in a way, many of the opposition netas had almost suggested that they were not criminals. Prime Minister has also added that opposition is now trying to uproot the BJP government by disrupting the House deliberately.
सर मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ जिन लोगों ने ऐसे माफ करके माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का फोटो लाया है, ये बहुत ही खंडनीय है सर। आई स्ट्रांगली कंडेम दिस। जिन लोगों को जनता ने अभी जो चुनाव हुआ, इसमें इनका जो स्थिति क्या है उनको पता चल गया है। इनको जनता ने पूरा सबक सिखाया है। ये तो हारने का जो डेस्परेशन है ऐसे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का, मोदी जी का ये फोटो मार्क करके ऐसे अपमान कर रहे हैं। लोग इसको सबक सिखाया है। जो लोग हारे हैं चुनाव में, जो बुरी तरह से हार गए हैं, वो लोग ऐसे व्यवहार कर रहे हैं। ये जो जनता ने, भारत के जनता ने माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का नेतृत्व को स्वीकारा है। ऐसे व्यवहार करने से अभी जो इधर उधर चुन के आ रहा है 2-3 राज्य में, उस राज्यों से भी इन लोगों को लोग फेंक देते हैं सर। ये जो कर रहे हैं, ऐसे जो मार फोटो ला रहा है, ये तो मैं पूरा खंडन करता हूँ। पूरा सदन इसको